Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Ooh, we back. What's up, Naughty Crew? Welcome back to the Naughty Love Movement, where we bring you trending topics, the latest in everything, politics, lifestyle, whatever. You name it, we talk about it here. I hope everybody is doing well. Please check out my live from this morning. We have a lot going on, and I told you guys I would be back because now the Breakfast Club interview is dropping with Claressa Sheilds. And she's still in the land of the Lulu, if you ask me. Welcome to everybody on Instagram. Appreciate you all joining. Please like the video as you're coming up in the room. Share this live out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Instagram, please feel free to come over to YouTube to join the conversation. So much to get into. It's a lot going on. Okay. Usher and Young Miami I gotta fix that. Have sat down for interviews. I know Young Miami sat down with Charlemagne, and Usher also sat down. I forget the platform he sat on. They are discussing Diddy. Yes, yes, we're back, CC. Okay, thank you. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. And 50 Cent is trolling, and also Albie Shore is trolling the situation. It doesn't look like Usher wants to talk against Diddy or Young Miami. Please, Carisha, child. Okay. And she also talked about some things when it came to the City Girls. Here's my sentiments. They know Diddy getting out soon. They know Diddy is getting out soon, and he's gonna come back with a bang if he gets out. Sorry, y'all, I'm working at the same time. All right, so we're gonna get into that commentary. We're gonna get into Claressa Shields' Breakfast Club interview and so much more. I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all know the new season started or whatever. It's a whole hot mess. I want to get into Ciara. Like, something is going on there. Something's going on there. And I remember her sister came out here blasting her, talking about she was addicted to a substance. Let's just say it like that for YouTube's sake. And I wanted to come live because we kind of having system issues. But y'all like the video, Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's talk about Ciara, okay? From Love and Hip Hop while we wait for people to join us or whatever. I happened to watch the show last night, and Ciara, she was going in. She went in on Yandy phony ass, and she admitted to having marital problems. Let me tell you something. First of all, Ciara is so thirsty to stay on this show that's a flop or whatever. Every season, she jumps from relationship to relationship. Something's going on there where her marriages aren't working. But her and this guy, they weren't dating for long. Like, they show footage of her going to the courthouse. They only have been dating for months. But talk about somebody who needs to take time for herself and figure out what's going on with her. But her husband confronted her on last night's episode. She said that he had been very, very distant. All right. And everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. Everything we discuss here. It falls under the Copyright 107 Act. All right. Y'all thumbs up the video while I get everything together for y'all. They saying Glorilla is pregnant, y'all. Child, I hope she get married. I hope she get married and just don't settle for being another baby mama. Y'all like the video? Child, Tokyo Tony's still going off on Black China. It's disgusting. Krishan won it. She got a warrant. Are we surprised? Child, it's crazy. All she do is run. She's a runner. She's a track star. But I happened to catch the episode of Love and Hip Hop last night. I was like, let me see what's going on here while I go to sleep. And Ciara was like a main character. She was going off. Sorry, y'all. She confronted the fallout of her relationship with Yandy, but Yandy is phony as they come, child. Yandy is as phony as they come. I didn't take nothing from her. She's a fraud. She's definitely a fraud. But this is a real sad shame with Ciara. What's going on with her? Here recently, look at her face. Look at the plastic surgery. Like, what is going on with her? Stay off the table, girl. Look at this. This a couple weeks ago. Social users are horrified after Ciara Glam Shop shares a recent selfie. You cut off the sides of your face. Like, this girl, something is going on with her. She's definitely addicted to plastic surgery. This is her talking about
on this nose, boo boo. I cannot help. No, seriously, y'all. Why? Okay, and I understand y'all say I look different. I was 200 and something pounds, and now I'm 158 pounds. My face is totally smaller. You can really see my bone structure, but my lips, I ain't have not a lip. That's why I don't play. People be like, stop getting your lips. No, I didn't have not a lip. But come on, y'all. My nose, it looks the same. My nose is the same nose from a little girl from when I was a baby. So you telling me my nose look different from this picture? My cheeks are still fat. Honestly, I look like my prom picture because I was 140 pounds on this picture and I'm 158 now. I look the same from prom. The only thing looks different is my lips. My lips, and I love my lips. Somebody said my skin is lighter. Probably because I just use good products now. I'm rich now. I was broke then. Of course, you're going to change. Stuff going to look a little different. Somebody said lips and cheeks. I don't got none in my cheeks. This a bone. That's a bone. I'm just pretty. I can't help it. You don't see no cuts on this nose, boo boo. I cannot help. No, seriously, y'all.
something's going on with her where I think she has like a case of body dysmorphia. Because she's beautiful, but I don't think she believes it. All right. So last night on the show, what aired on the show anyway, it was a sit down between her and her husband. Hold on. But she has been having relationship trouble since she divorced her first husband that she came on the show with, Gunna, for cheating on her. He was clearly cheating on her. But this is what she's going through. A lot of the girls in the industry go through. But she need to sit down. Well, last night on the show, her husband confronted her. She said he been acting different and things like that. trying to find a clip, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I had it, but and going fast. I didn't save it, so please bear with me. I think this is like her third marriage. It's just like, at what point do we get it right? Okay, like, it's crazy. But I just really think she's a broken girl. I really, really do. They must have took that clip down. I swear it just came up on my timeline. I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Well, anyway, her husband basically asked for a divorce. Let me see if the Shade Room got it. He had been acting distant, and when your spouse goes quiet, that should give you pause for concern. And should give you pause for concern. It's crazy. Oh, here it is. I found it, y'all. Here we go. I'm sorry. I'm like a dog with a bone when it comes to this stuff. Okay? Sorry. Here we go. Shout out to No Chaser.
And it's like now,
I'm not.
I don't feel that. I don't know. It's different.
It's not that, Sierra. I just feel like we're grown. Taking accountability, Sierra. That's all I ask you. We don't take accountability for nothing. It seems like you can do everything up under the sun and get away with it. I'm saying, like, who the hell you think you is? I was your punching bag for like a year and a half until I finally built up the nuts to even like talk back or even say something back.
If going through what I went through last year is called a punching bag, you going through depression, you on depression pills, you having miscarriages back to back. That's a lot. Baby, you ain't strong enough for me. Now we're at a point where it's like, it's almost like we hate each other. You don't want to come home unless you want to get some. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not one of them girls.
If you're not doing that with me, why you still do it with me? When I come over and try to get some, why you don't tell me no?
I text you when we was arguing. I said,
no more having sex.
Yes, no more and no more having sex. What are we doing? We have real business going on. We got together. We got banking accounts together. I ain't never had no banking account with no motherfucker. I do not want to be with nobody who don't believe me.
Sarah, at the end of the day, it seems like I put all my time into what Sierra wants to do. What about what Zay want to do?
You can't do the same young, dumb, single that your friends do.
Sierra don't take accountability for other people's feelings. She don't do nothing but think about the money. And if a person can't admit when they wrong, it's kind of hard.
Like, I'm not trying to divorce you, but I'm also not taking no bullshit. I don't even want to say the names that you call me, Zay. I'm embarrassed to say the names that you call your wife. Do you really with me for real? Do you love me?
Child, if you gotta do all this begging, he ain't there. He not present. He checked out. He don't even care about her feelings.
I want a divorce. I finally made my mind up. It's been 2 years. It's kind of like when a person will get the picture, it's not gonna work.
You making the biggest mistake of your life.
Yeah, I just value time to put me first. That's all.
That's fine. I'll give it to you. Because I promised myself, I'm not crying. I'm going to give it to you.
I'll see you later.
You used to always...
I say at least he was man enough to tell her to her face instead of like dragging her through cheating and things like that. He straight up told her, like, I want a divorce. Like, you don't like to take accountability. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think this you're going to change. On the tail end of that, she also went off on Yandy, but now going viral is her divorce. And this is the importance of taking time once you in one relationship to take time for yourself. She jumps in these relationships too fast, and she's always disappointed in the end. So Ciara Glam Shop has filed for divorce after accepting her third engagement in 3 years. This is just proof. Yeah, I'm glad he was honest, Cece. I'm definitely glad he was honest. But this is her third marriage? It's crazy. Take some time for yourself. I think there's something going on there deeper. And because she won't take the time for herself and to figure out what's going on with her internally and emotionally, she keeps ending up in these bad relationships. It's heartbreaking. And for the life of me, she keeps chasing the fact that she wants a baby. Every relationship she gets in, she wants a baby. And it's just like, girl, at your grown age, stop it. Stop it. So she filed for divorce, and these are the details. I would think it would be under irreconcilable differences. The couple has been separated since July of 2025, and Ciara filed for divorce December 2025. Ciara says her husband is intelligent and able-bodied, who can pay his own costs and expenses in the litigation, including attorney fees and expert witness fees. So Ciara says assets and debts should be equally divided, and wants him to pay her attorney's fees. Also, Ciara is requesting exclusive use, possession, and ownership of separate and non-marital assets and appreciation of those assets. Also, no transfer of property by either party. As per the following, the wife shows she deserves a divorce from husband as the marriage is irretrievably broken, and her husband is guilty of cruel treatment willfully inflicted upon the wife, such as reasonably justified apprehension of body and mental health. Child, and she went through this same situation with her last marriage. Let me see. She needs to take the time to heal, ultimately. Yeah, can y'all like the video, please? Can y'all like the video? She also went off on Yandy last night because she ended up getting into a fight and getting jumped behind Yandy's lies at the end of the day. And I say, don't windmill for nobody who won't windmill for you. All right, shout out to Tasha K for this clip. But I'm telling you, it's something very broken about Ciara. It is.
Hold on 1 second, because you're very good at what you do, and you ain't gonna get me with how you did with that Rashida, because I'm a real bitch from Atlanta. When me and my husband went out on a date,
yeah,
and your boyfriend, husband, fiance, I don't know, because there's so many titles, his mistress.
First of all, that's not his mistress.
Came to me and she had balls enough to come up to me.
Hold on 1 second.
Got so heated, we fought the whole mother.
But that had nothing to do with me.
And listen,
Ciara, baby.
And let me tell you something.
I wasn't there.
Let me tell you
he
something.
wasn't there.
I called your phone with the voicemail twice.
Ciara, again.
And I called DC.
Ciara,
and his mother,
I will never
and he hung up on me.
in my life
and he hung up on me
about anything.
Listen,
I'm never calling
I'm
that.
going home to my kids.
You should, and I need
going home
to
to my kids. I'm going home to my kids.
You should.
When are y'all gonna agree to disagree too? I'm not agreeing to a mother. I'm not even agreeing to her own truth.
Ciara is out of control. Like, I'm over here trying to calm stuff down, and
That's right, Ciara, my girl. Eat that bitch up right now. Eat Yandy up. Eat her up and chew her and spit her out for breakfast. Yandy's one of those people, you know, I don't get on and express my dislike or disdain because I don't know people personally, but I don't care for Yandy at all. Yandy gets online on these cameras and she's a mass fucking manipulator. And I don't know how you guys don't see right fucking through it. Yandy acts like she's a girl's girl. She's not really a girl's girl. Yandy's all about self. She talks down on everybody else's relationship and acts like her and fucking Mendici's relationship is A1. Mendici's don't even want to deal with her no more. And so because she knows that she's doing anything to save face, baby, we see right through that. A nigga gonna get tired of your manipulating narcissistic ways after a while. Man, Yandy's a narcissist. And I see right through that. I don't like no bitch that get online or gets up and acts like their whole persona or their diaspora is of a girl's girl and supporting women when that's not the case at all, bitch. She got what Mendici's know. Mendici said that other girl. Man, Yandy, we see right through that. We see right through that, baby. I cannot stand that lady.
Hold on 1 second.
I can't stand Yandy Luther the King either. Okay, she act like a goddamn politician. But shout out to Ciara, I guess, for standing up to Yandy. Yandy don't give a F about nobody. Hey, Miss Diddy. What is going on? Please get the likes up. Please get the likes up. Look, let me tell you something. Ciara is something very broken about her. Last season, every time they shot her, she was like slumped. She had like dope head lean. And I think she was mixing mental health medication with alcohol. And that's always a bad combination. But I just hope, and this is just a cautionary tale. That's why I'm talking about this with my naughty crew. And shout out to my ladies out there. Like, give yourself time in between relationships to heal. Because all you do when you jump from relationship to relationship is you keep carrying the baggage over and you're piling on to the baggage that's already there and broken. You're just piling on more. You have to heal yourself. You have to heal that trauma from that previous relationship in order to move forward in a positive manner. I mean, that's all I can say about that. But I find how she's moving very, very, very weird. Very weird. And I think she's still broken from her first marriage. I really, really do. I don't think she ever healed. Her first husband, he was cheating like right in her face. Hey, James. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is my mid-morning show. For those that missed my show this morning, please go back. We talk some politics and things like that. Another random story that is going viral. Sammy, the singer. He's going viral because he got baby mama drama. Child, Sammy, go sit down. Okay, let me let this content creator break it down for y'all to give y'all a little background. Y'all like the video? Last time I seen Sammy was on the Versus battle with Ray J and all of them, and couldn't none of them sing, okay?
Singer Sammy and his baby mother have been going at it back and forth online about co-parenting. She said, imagine your son being in the same city as you several times since birth, and you've only seen him once while he was in your city for a total of 3 hours, and haven't visited him in his city since 10 days after he had surgery at 7 weeks for less than 48 hours. Now, this video was posted by Neo's baby mother, Crystal, which obviously she received this video from Sammy. You can see his baby mother dropping the baby off in front of his house, walking away. No interaction with Sammy, nothing. She gets in her car And we find out that she ended up driving up to the neighbor's driveway and waiting until Sammy came out to get the baby. So she had eyes on the baby, but the baby was left out in the cold in front of his house by himself. Now, Crystal captioned this by saying, okay, so normally I stay out of all internet drama, but this has been my friend since 6th grade. You dropped your newborn son off in 38-degree weather on his front porch in the middle of the night and left. As Sammy, you're a great dad. Now, one could say, Crystal, mind your business, but we all know that friend that's always going to jump in and defend their friends. Now, after this video was posted, Sammy's baby mother decided to address it and said that she was dealing with postpartum at the time, and she was tired of the excuses of why Sammy couldn't step in and care for his child. She also stated that Sammy and his father knew that she was coming to the house, and that's why he was at the window watching her. He said that he passed this video along to somebody, knowing what her mental state was at the time, knowing she was going through postpartum. And she also addressed Crystal. Y'all, I'm not saying she's right for dropping that baby off in front of the house, but posting that video was messed up. Postpartum can do some crazy things to your mind. Postpartum can have you acting out in ways that you wouldn't normally act out. And I want to make it clear, under no circumstances do I think that it's okay to leave a child unattended, especially a newborn baby. But she did make sure that that baby was taken into the home safely. She did cover the baby with a blanket. She did ring the doorbell, and she did call them beforehand to notify them that she was coming. Like I said, postpartum can have you doing some crazy things. Postpartum can really mess with you mentally. And I don't think that you should take advantage of people going through that. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, this should all stay off the internet for real. So if you haven't...
Let me tell you something. And see, this is why you shouldn't just be... This sounds like a situation where they were just hooking up and a baby came out of it or whatever. This is why you need to know your partner. But here is the video. Shout out to Neighborhood Talks. Showing her dropping off the baby. But Sammy, what was the point of this? Like, before you posted this, how about getting her some help? I think the both of them are very neglectful at the end of the day. And as his child's mom, he should be vested in what's going on with her mentally. No, he wants to expose her. All right. So Sammy posted, he said, but I've seen my son in October, November, December, but January because my dad died. Saw him in February too, along my grandma passed. Tired of saving people that's violent, only wanted the baby because they wanted me. And it's also your fault because here it is. You want to blame her, but you could have wrapped it up too. You could have protected yourself and prevented this. You know, if you have a relationship set up where you could bring a child into the world, and if y'all just hooking up friends with benefits, that is not a situation that you bring children into. It's ridiculous.
My son, I got you. I'm just documenting that his mother just dropped him off in 38-degree weather at the door by himself for minutes on end. Unannounced. Didn't know she was dropping him off. Said she can't do this anymore. And she was right there. Then she pulled into my neighbors and waited. And I thought she was playing until I actually went to the door and picked him up. But I got her pulling in and just watching him in the cold for minutes. My son, I got you.
I think this is a situation where she just got tired. He was leaving her with that baby all the time. He running around, traveling, doing whatever he want to do. And that's why, ladies, you need to understand who you are procreating with. That old saying, mama's baby, papa maybe, that is true. And you may think that you're having a baby to keep a man, which No baby keeps any man. You may think that baby is going to keep that man. No, that's going to push him further away, and you're going to be left with the brunt of the responsibility. And maybe some money every once in a while. This is the situation that really belongs in a court. This is when you got to go to family court to hash it out so that you can solidify visitation, when he's supposed to have the baby and things like that, so that you'll have a legal binding agreement to where that man's supposed to show up. And then if he doesn't uphold that agreement, then you can fall back on the courts to hold him accountable. You know what I'm saying? So she posted this. She said, imagine your son being in the same city as you several times since birth, and you've only seen him once while he was in your city for a total of 3 hours, and haven't visited him in his city since 10 days after he had surgery at 7 weeks for less than 48 hours. Well, this also makes her very negligent, because if the baby has surgery, there's obviously some health issues going on, and you choose to leave that baby in the cold. It's given, Sammy, you are not really stepping up as the co-parent you need to be. It's not about you and her anymore. It's about that baby. That's what it's about, that baby. Y'all need to put y'all feelings aside and do what's best for this child. Sorry, y'all. My Snapchat just be going off, y'all. It's crazy. It's nuts. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Go get the baby out the cold, man. Period. It's his responsibility just like hers. Care what she was going through, and as a dad, where were you to allow this to happen? Child, selfish thinking is funny, right? Be careful who you have kids with. I'm telling you. Especially if you're not in a relationship. If you're just in a hookup relationship, you should be using protection to protect yourself, because you don't know who else they are sleeping with out there, okay? If you don't have a commitment, you should not be trying to bring babies in the world. That's just the bottom line. And I find both, I think it's disheartening how both of them are treating this baby like a pawn. It reminds me of the Blueface and Krishan situation. It's no excuse, none whatsoever. And it's sad. It's sad. And that poor little baby is caught in the middle. It really is sad. Please get these likes up. 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 All right, up next, let me get into Usher speaking out in regards to Diddy. If you ask me, I feel like Usher is scared still. I think he's scared of Diddy, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Did y'all see the clips? He's still out here windmilling for Diddy. I think people just feel like he about to come home. They don't know what's next. Okay, but he spoke on Diddy and how he feels. Yeah, I think he's scared. Come on, you think he flew out there to Bali to Uncle Rusty for no reason, child? He was trying to figure out how to protect himself. All right, so shout out to New York, online.org or whatever. Usher reveals that he has nothing bad to say about Diddy in regards to his legal trouble, child. Why? Is that because you're guilty or something? Y'all know here recently reports came out that Beyonce and Jay-Z's Oscar after party, Usher and why can't I think of the white boy name? Damn it. Y'all help me out. Justin Bieber. Usher and Justin Bieber got into somewhat of a heated argument. Okay. And for the life of me, why Jay-Z and Beyonce are having Oscar after parties where neither one of them really act. or whatever. It's beyond me. Okay, is this to make up for the Grammy party y'all used to have? Okay, but I wonder if Usher is scared what's going to come out about him at the end of the day. Look, history shows like sometimes victims become the predator ultimately. So let's hear what he has to say about Diddy and his charges. All right, fair use, fair use, fair use.
But in the same way, I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history. But in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not.
What do you mean? So because you contribute greatness, that means you're above the law? That's delusional in thinking, if you ask me. That because you do so many, Diddy did all these great things to really cover up for his buffoonery he was committing in the industry. May said it the other day. The biggest problem Diddy had is the people around him did not hold him accountable. And Usher is one of these people, if you ask me.
Not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who.
What about all those artists he exploited and robbed because he didn't have any talent? The first thing he did when he got money, Diddy, I'm talking about, is exploit his own people. We heard it from the Locks. We heard it from Mace through the years. We heard it from the guy. What's his name? Lil Rod. Okay, he is known for hoodwinking people in business, and you're gonna glorify this? Usher, you a whole coward, if you ask me.
Transition, culture and ideas into something that's tangible and becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created. And this might be a bit controversial.
And a lot of people didn't. He robbed them. He didn't pay people. This is why he has all these lawsuits.
And I acknowledge that. And that's why I see him as legacy.
Yeah. You told Shannon Sharp you learned a lot about business during that era.
Absolutely.
What'd you learn?
Puff was a mentor, but he was like you had that really, really hard teacher, but you're watching something in real time. I think that the idea of the level of discipline that came with that time in business, especially in an era that was trying to prove itself culturally in hip hop. Now, you can't turn on the television and not see the influence of hip hop.
That's right.
But the people who actually made that appropriate and are the forefathers are people like Sean Combs. And not just in the great times that they had musically, but in the idea of being able to find ways to monetize culture and create something that was not just Black or white. It was colorless. It was green. That's who I see that man as. And I acknowledge that.
Ciao. Oh, Usher. Like, I'm flabbergasted that this is your position, and I wonder who you're still protecting, because
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
May God have mercy on your soul for covering up for these trash people in the industry on some real. Like, what do Diddy have on Usher? That's the question. What do Diddy have on Usher? All right? But our boy 50 Cent never misses an opportunity. Excuse me. What do you have? What does Diddy have on Usher? That's what my question is. Sorry, my mute keep going on for whatever reason. Let me see what's going on here. All right. But leave it to our boy 50. You know, that's my favorite troll, okay? To troll the situation. He never misses an opportunity to troll. Let's get into it. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for caption this, because you know 50 post and delete, child. 50 Cent trolls Usher after he says he doesn't have anything negative to say about Diddy, okay? So 50 post, he said, Usher, like, I don't want people to know what he did to my ass. I'm a grown man now. I'm a grown man now. My ass is off limits. LOL, okay? And let's not forget, Keke Palmer mama exposed that Usher is bi. Okay? And let's not forget that lawsuit back in the day when they accused Usher of spreading the bumps. Where did it come from? Okay? Child, boy, didn't you go right, Cece? Boy, didn't you go to the hospital with the bleeding? Child, why was your butt bleeding, Usher? Why was your butt bleeding? Child, I'll be sure also trolled the situation. He's annoying too, though. I'll be sure. Shout out to him and Lunel. I hope he don't do Lunel like he did Kim Porter, child. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. I'll be sure reacts to Usher saying he did nothing. He didn't have anything negative to say about Diddy. Okay, so this is what I'll be sure posted. He said another strategy gone wrong by the incarcerated PR crisis management team, the expense of a superstar in exchange for validation right before the scheduled appeal for early release. Who in the public relation office comes up with this stuff? Child. But Usher ain't the only one out here windmilling for Diddy. He ain't the only one. Young Miami is out here speaking about him, okay? It's given she is holding Diddy down, okay? For sure. And she is not changing her stance, even though her reputation was definitely tarnished during this whole debacle. Say what you want, her brand has not been the same. She sat down with Charlamagne the God, and he asked the hard questions, okay? I'll give him that. Not my favorite person. But Young Miami is still out here windmilling for her man that never claimed her. Never claimed her, child. Okay, let's get into this clip of Young Miami. He probably promised her he will revive her career once he get out, child.
A letter vouching for Diddy's character. And a lot of people were upset because they was like, you know, how could she do that after seeing the video with Cassie? A lot of people wanted to know why you decided to still write that letter.
I think I wrote a letter for a change man. I think that the man that I met and that I experienced was change. I'm not going to justify some bullshit or like support some, but if I felt like that person was a change. And I felt like the person that I met was change. It was a different experience. So that's why I wrote the letter.
How do you reconcile supporting someone publicly when the court of public opinion is saying something completely different?
Because if I meet you today, or if my time that I experienced with you is one way, I can only judge that person that way. So it's just like, I can't speak to nothing that I don't know of. I can only speak to the person that I met. And if I met this person that changed my life, that helped me grow, that treated me like a queen, that made me believe in myself, it's like, that's what I know. And I feel like people can have opinions, but I can only judge a person off of what I know and what I experienced. Like, I can't speak on nothing that I never was a part of, that I never knew. Like, I can only judge who I met. I can only judge who I was in a relationship with.
Were you afraid that they might call you to testify?
No. I never hid nothing. I don't have nothing to hide.
You seem like a very loyal person.
I am.
At what point does loyalty become a liability?
That's a good question, Charlamagne.
We got time. We can just sit here and tell you. Yeah.
I mean...
Meaning, because you might be with somebody and at some point you realize just you even being loyal to this person to a fault, at some point you might have to cut them off because they might start bringing you down.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but also I just feel like if a person, let's just say for instance, right, I'm gonna just use this as a scenario. Imagine a person help you become a better version of yourself, or help you believe in yourself, or help you just experience new things, or just introduce you to new things that you was able to take and, you know, keep creating for your family, or it's still a positive thing. It's kind of hard to say, fuck you, you going through this shit, I don't give a fuck, like I gotta just fuck you. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very hard because it's like,
child, if my name coming up in lawsuits, fuck you. Get the F out of here on some real. Like, let me tell you something. Young Miami is down. She is down for the freak offs. Diddy was planning freak offs up until the time they arrested him. Young Miami is down with the freak offs. She is a former yacht girl. We went over this on the channel. It's another form of being a lady in the night for billionaires. She is down. That's why she out here still windmilling for him. He must be paying her a good penny, child.
like, I don't want to kick somebody while they down, and I don't want to just say, fuck you, you going through that shit, you got to figure it out, because...
Yeah, but he won't do the same for you. That's the key. He won't do the same for you. Diddy, Lil' Kim said it years ago when she got released from prison. Diddy is all about Diddy, and you're doing all of this, and what are you getting in return? He paying her.
Like, you my friend.
You wrote a letter.
All right, so that's Young Miami's stance. She's still out here windmilling for Diddy, and I believe it is what I'll Be Sure said as well. This is a campaign because he is trying to get out of prison by any means necessary. He just can't sit down and do his time like normal criminals. He got to cause all this confusion, and watch, when he come out, he going to try to act like nothing he did was wrong. We're not going to hear anything. He don't want to talk about his charges or anything. He's just as bad as Trump, if you ask me. He's just as bad as Trump. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. That wasn't the only thing. She also talked about the city girls in this interview. She compared their group like a marriage, which I think both her and JT are just broken, child.
When it comes to me and JT, I feel like it was a marriage, right? You meet somebody, y'all fall in love, shit happen, y'all break up, y'all get a divorce. It could be ugly, or it could be good. It could be one that y'all just get a divorce and y'all move on. Or it could be one that we fight in front of the public. And I think that it was one of those situations where, like, you know, we childhood friends. That love is always going to be there. That's why even when the whole thing on the internet happened, I'm like, JT, like, what we doing here? We can never go, this never gonna go nowhere. Because it's like we both ain't gonna go that far. Like, we family.
What made you two actually grow apart? Like, everybody thought it was Carisha, she got the podcast now, she doing the reality show, she getting her Beyonce on.
Yeah.
People thought, well, JT takes music more seriously than Carisha does. What was it?
Now, I think it was just more of, she felt like, you know, JT, when it comes to me and JT, I felt like it was a marriage, right? You meet somebody to like fashion and so many different other things. She got her own lane that she, and I think just like, we are in just two different lanes. Like, our brands is just two different brands. And it's like two different people trying to be one. It's just never going to work.
Yeah, one can rap and one can't. One can rap and one can't. None of Young Miami's music has hit.
I've heard you say JT hasn't been the same since the Fed case. What case you talking about?
when she went to prison.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
You think jail changed her? Or?
Yeah, I think jail shape people. I think when you go to jail, if you sober in there, not saying that she do drugs, I'm just saying like people, when you go in there, that's like time out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have no time, you have nothing to do but to sit and think and reflect. And it could fuck you up or it can help you grow, but it mentally do something to you because it's like you got time away from everybody. You just sit and reflect. And I think that before JT went in, me and her was like this. Mm-hmm. Like we were so like this. And when she came home, I just felt a shift, but it wasn't bad. Like I didn't into like fashion and so many different other things. She got her own lane that and I think just like take heed to it because my mom been in prison. So I know what it's like to be in jail and come home. They see the world differently because they just went in time out. So I feel like that was my experience.
Have y'all talked about any of this?
We have. I think we need a therapist. We need somebody to come and hear both sides. Because when we try to like express ourselves, it's like, but you did this to me, but you did this to me. We just point the finger at each other. It's like, you made me feel this way. Well, you made me feel this way. I ain't do nothing to you. And you ain't, it's like, we're not getting nowhere. So we got to literally have someone come in and say, look, she feel like this and you feel like this. And like, what's the solution?
You clearly love JT. Like that, that's what I'm saying. So why not go get a counselor or a therapist and y'all just go have a couple of sessions with each other and put everything on the table and see if, y'all can resolve the relationship?
Because I think we both need time to do our own thing. Because I think that when JT was doing her thing, I didn't take heed to it because my mom been in prison. So I know what it's like I never wanted to make it about me. Like I didn't want to, you see I'm doing my thing. Now you're trying to come back now. Now you're trying to make things. And I don't want it to feel like that when I'm doing my thing. So I think she did her thing. I'm doing my thing now. Let us both grow, as individuals. And I think that time will come. And I also think we both got to be ready. It can't just be like when I feel like I'm ready or when she feel like she ready. Like we both got to be in the space where we can sit down as adults and say, okay, we in a better space now. And I think we need that time apart.
So the City Girls aren't done. It's just like a season of separation kind of.
Yeah, I would never just off the City Girls. We built this together. Mm-hmm. Like we did a lot together. To just say that it never happened or just act like it's just dead, know? Like it's forever going to be the City Girls. Like we both come from the fucking hood. Mm-hmm. That's an accomplishment for both of us. So
let's quarrel. Like y'all be scissoring or something like that.
Oh.
I
ain't never seen her that. Yeah, I know you did. That's what they do on the internet, though. People make up shit and then start believing it.
Oh, Charlamagne always gotta put some gay shit. Hey Mel, what's going on? Hey Cece, let me see what y'all saying in the comments. It's ironic she chose to wear a padlock for jewelry. It's saying something to me. Absolutely. Can y'all get these likes up? Young Miami, Carisha, please. You all full of bull, Swinky girl. Okay, JT and y'all had a divide once you start dealing with the diddler, and you thought you had made it because you were with a billionaire, and she didn't want to be attached to Diddy and all these accusations. I wish people would just tell the damn truth. Your relationship with Diddy was not good for y'all City Girl brands. And for a little while there, it looked like you were elevating and then you weren't. And you haven't been able to climb out of that since or whatever. But as you can see, she is still out here windmilling for her man, okay? She ain't the only one, child. Yeah, just be honest. Just be honest. All right, rest of coleslaw, crash out Sheilds was on the Breakfast Club this morning. I got some of the clips, some of the highlights. She must have didn't get the memo that it's the springtime on the East Coast, and we have put all the furs up. Yeah, we put all the furs up, but Ressa, she gonna do her own thing. Okay, so here's her fits for the interview. Ciao. Hate the wig. I hate that outfit. I don't know. I just don't like it. Maybe because I don't like her. Maybe I'm just being Yeah, and I just don't get it. It's spring on the East Coast. Didn't spring hit on March 21st? Child. All right, and of course they're going to catch footage of her and Pap outside of the studio.
No, that's
Shout out to Gyro Media for catching that footage, child. But you know she was on here talking cash itch, being the gloat that she is, okay? There's her on the Breakfast Club. And Just Hilarious, Lauren LaRosa, okay? Child. Look, we learned on Hip Hop and Chill last night, they calling her the gloat now, the greatest liar of all time. And that's exactly what she is. She's gonna do anything to justify her adultery. That's just facts, okay? So let's get into this first clip on the Breakfast Club that dropped. And at first I was just like, they just gonna kiss her ass and make it seem like what she's doing is okay. I just be so tired of them faking. All right. So first thing, shout out to his on site. She's out here saying Pap pays all the bills, child. How? When he's broke. How is he paying all your bills? And I think this is the number one lie. It's all lies, Naughty Crew. It's all lies. Don't think I ain't warn you, okay? Here we go.
I wanted to ask too, for Papoose' birthday, he had two cards. The rapping card and the singing card.
Yeah. Look pretty good. Damn. Write a song about you.
Caress my soul, give me energy, always supporting me. You're the kind of man, ain't gon' never cheat. Take me out to eat, then meet me. Oh, yeah.
Did you have both songs ready just in case?
No, I didn't have neither ready. But it was so many other cards, Rage Room or Gun Range. $1,000 or 10,000. He was so mad he picked $1,000 card.
You picked $1,000?
Oh my God, he was heated.
And then you went in the booth and you made the song.
Well,
Yeah, I made a song.
You know,
Yes.
people see that and they'll say that fuels the rumors that Pap is with Claressa because Claressa takes care of him. Claressa gives him money.
What? It was a card game. Is that what they would do with that?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying that's how they paint out narratives. But I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long. That's a man right there.
Not a booth.
Yeah.
You went in the booth.
Yeah, so I went in the booth and I was doing some more stuff. So my grandma wanted me to sing when I was younger, but I'm like scared to sing in front of people.
You got like a little voice though.
I got a little something going on. But you know what? Ari Lennox, when I sent it to her and she gave me the okay, I said, oh, I'm dropping.
That's what I'm talking about, the delusion. She cannot sing. Why are y'all co-signing this nonsense? She does not have a voice like that. She sounds horrible. I mean, can she go and train vocally and get better? Absolutely. But like, why keep perpetuating these lies? And this is why her head is so big.
And this shit.
We love Ari.
Yeah. I said so. Wait, do I got the voice memo? Let me see. It was so
You
cute.
sang the song to Ari?
She needed a real artist opinion and she got it.
Yeah. So Faithful is coming out in a couple of days.
Oh.
Let me find Ari in here.
I thought you wanted 225,000 subscribers on YouTube before you dropped that hot mess that nobody is asking for. No one is asking for it.
It was so nice too, y'all. Like, I just love her so much.
All right, good people.
Yeah, she is. We just had her up here.
That shit was a vibe. Just beautiful and catchy.
Yeah, she's
you
so
are
catchy.
so talented.
That's my girl. That's all I'm gonna let y'all listen to.
Right.
That's it. But it was like she talked for like a minute and like 35 seconds of just like, that was really good. You should drop it. And I told her, I said, listen, I'm scared as hell to drop it. Like, I'd rather just let him listen to it and keep it there. But even when Pap heard it, he was like,
he was shocked.
Okay.
They're gonna talk anyway, so you might as well give them something to talk
Right.
Yeah, make a couple dollars.
Do you ever get like, because there's so that narrative that Charlamagne's talking about, right? And so many others are out there and it just sticks with y'all. Like, do you ever get emotional to a point where you're just like, it upsets you? And like, that's something that y'all are dealing with internally at all? Like, you seem like you brush it off, but like,
Which narrative?
Like the money conversation.
with
We
you
talked about that
for your
before.
money.
The ex and the marriage situation. Like, these are things that they just, every time you say, I want to give Papoose a baby.
Yes, Lauren LaRosa, come on through. Ask the hard questions, girl. This is Angela Yee. Pay attention.
They remind you of like what was in the past. Like, how does that
They
make
say,
you
oh,
feel
he's still
emotional?
married. That's the first thing they always.
Well, he filed for divorce too. They forget that part all the time, but it's okay. We know the truth. I know the truth. Pap knows the truth. We know that that's not what it is. And sadly, any man that I've been with, they have said that he with me for my money because they just.
I don't understand what she doesn't get. He filed for divorce, which I don't think he really did, because there's no record. He gave this fake internet picture like he did. There is no divorce on file. What are we missing? What is she missing? Y'all let me know.
Just think that I'm just not that bad of a bitch.
Period.
I'm not that
Just
bad.
Please. It's the gloating for me, the bragging. Like, yeah, you're a beautiful woman, but the way you behave, it makes you ugly.
Champ ain't snatched or nothing like that. Charlamagne, turn your head.
I am.
See that?
I'm looking at you. I'm married.
I see it.
I ain't looking at my man girl.
I'm looking at you, Charlotte.
That's not a little that thick ass turkey leg.
Don't wink at me. Don't you wink at me.
Anyway,
You did wink at me.
I'm not on that. So they be like, yeah, they only with her because she got money. It's like, no, baby, this cat got low mileage.
Lies. I call Cat. Girl, you were sleeping with a married man when you were training for boxing. You got engaged to Tony Rich and he was dating your cousin. Now we have Maserati Bud on your back, okay? Your best friend, your ex-roommate, said that you were pregnant several times, even while you were training in boxing. Low mileage weird. I just named 4 partners off the top of my head. Low mileage weird.
Talk that talk.
This ass is fat.
Period.
Waist is snatched. And baby, I'm in shape. So you know when them girls that be in shape, what they do in that room.
Period.
Do it on that.
The Cuda Cat still can be trash, child. Especially if it ain't smelling right.
You done gave that girl 3 different sketches today. I just want you to know that. She gonna turn that into another sketch too.
And she better stand up and have some ass on her too. Because if you stand up and you better put some butt pads in there.
Period.
Do you feel like that, like the marriage conversation?
Claressa, your ass ain't that fat, boo. I just hate I hate to tell you, like, you definitely thick, but you're wide and flat. You're not shaped like the letter P like you think. I don't know what mirror you be looking in, girl, but it must be a distorted mirror. And if you didn't bring so much attention to your ass, we wouldn't even notice. Thumbs up the video.
Divorce conversation. Do you feel like that's one of them things that when everything is finalized, people will finally leave you alone about, or they still gonna bother you about that?
What did Charlamagne just say? He said the internet going to internet.
Girl, you're gonna be forever be the mistress, the side chick, Remy Ma's bitch for the rest of your career. Mark my words. You and Pap are nothing without Remy Ma. Y'all not even relevant. That's why he keep trolling 50 Cent. Let's talk about it.
That's a fact. Now, I wanted to ask too, with Papoose' birthday, Yeah, 2 cards.
All right, so that's part of the interview. Shout out to Lauren LaRosa for asking the hard questions but she must have got some PR training or something because she's answering the questions better. Once again, she's also bringing up 50 Cent lying on her cat, Naughty Crew. Y'all like the video, okay? Child, she's obsessed with 50. I'm telling you, she felt rejected by 50. He didn't want her.
To have people lying on your cat, crazy. Well, you don't have a cat. We
Yes,
have
you do,
cats.
girl. Yes, absolutely.
That's one like a thing that's like
Why you looking at it like that?
foul to
Yeah.
me. No, but it's
But I
like,
get what you're saying.
and then people just saying something about you that's not true. It's like that is where I'd be like, you know what? People having a perspective about you that's not true. Listen, you don't have to like my persona. You don't have to like how I look, how I dress. That's your opinion. But now, when you start putting your mouth on my character, putting your mouth on my life, that's where I got an issue at. That's time.
Yeah, but this is what I have an issue with. You're clearly lying. They have evidence that contradicts and exposes you. Your own text messages exposed you. And this is what I have a problem with. When you continuously perpetuate a lie, when you keep putting these titles on 50 Cent's sexuality, and characterizing Maserati Bud, which we wouldn't even know who he is if it wasn't for you. But you put in characterizations on Maserati Bud saying that he acts like a rapist and things like that. That's what's disgusting about the whole thing. And you're gonna F around and find out, girl.
Sometimes I'm like, man, I really wish that I wasn't a celebrity, but you really can't take it back. I'm never gonna stop posting on social media.
Yeah.
I make money off of there.
How did that even come about though? Like the guy lying on the cat and all of that lying on you. How did that even where would he have even gotten anything like that from?
I'm not here to get nobody a platform but myself. But I've never had a sexual or romantic relationship with that dude. 50 got this. Let me rewind. New Year's Day. Do you guys remember what were you guys doing New Year's?
I was in Cape Town, South Africa.
I was in Ghana. Getting laid by my husband.
Period, husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I was in Ghana.
She married to a Mexican.
Shut up. Anyway.
That's
She is
true.
married to a
That's
Mexican.
facts.
He black too, though.
No,
Okay. She made him black. I'm sorry. So New Year's, I wake up. New Year's, you like, breath of fresh air. It's time to be new. I read my Jesus Calling. I look at the Bible verse of the day, and then I get online. And then 50 is trolling. 50 Cent, the mogul, trolling me. First thing I thought to myself, well, he trolling me and Pap. What the hell I ever did to 50 Cent? I'm thinking in my mind, did I do? Well, maybe I triggered 50 in some way. I've never done nothing to 50. From what I know.
Once again, you are misinterpreting the situation, Claressa. 50 really wasn't coming at you. He was coming at Papoose, your man, saying that he was using you like a pimp. Why don't you get that? Because you don't want to accept the reality of the situation. You're so digmatized. And you know it's going to be egg on your face because you initiated this whole thing. You were sliding in Papoose's DMs. You were sliding in Remy DMs. You were being the harlot, the Jezebel that you are. That's why you don't want to admit to it.
Oh, he's a fan. So from that, Pap got to going back and forth with him and whatever. But y'all know me. I can't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. We know. But we thought in your song, Faithful, Pap, he the one that can keep your mouth shut. Girl, bye. Who you capping for? I don't even understand why they do these dumbass interviews. This shit is all lies.
Why you come messing with me? It's New Year's. You don't want to be a new year, new you, be better, elevate, stop being petty and stop being a troll. He's 51. When he gonna stop? So from there,
when you stop being a Jezebel, when you stop being a side chick, when you stop being a whore, 50 can speak on whatever he wants. And that's her problem. She thinks she could control the narrative on the internet. Child.
They got the going back and forth. And then Pap told me after the fight, Pap already had the diss already locked and loaded. He like, I'm finna diss this man. And when Pap said he gonna diss you, he gonna diss you. The lyrics and the bars came.
So the diss he just put out, he been had since?
He had it for a minute. He said he wasn't gonna drop it till after my fight.
Mm.
But no, so from there, you know, he did his thing. But I also was like, I was really confused, and I just had to call it what it was. I am the algorithm. I hate to say it, but how it was Beyonce's internet, it's Claressa Sheilds' internet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trending every day.
Nope. See how she try to crossplay? No, 50 is the algorithm, and bitch, you would not even be trending right now if it wasn't for him. Like, come on now, like, that's what I'm saying. She thinks she's a bigger celebrity than what she is. She is D-list at the most. Like, stop it, girl.
Old stuff, new stuff, fake stuff. So I think that 50 just wanted to tie his name to mine, and that's why he trolled me and Pep that morning. So he got dissed. And I have to.
Why would he need to tie his name to you? He's $100 million man right now, girl. This is sad. Like, this is psychopathic tendencies. I'm sorry.
He got dissed. Instead of him responding like the mogul that he is and getting in the booth, he decided to lie on my cat.
Girl. He don't gotta get in the booth. 50 is beyond that. You and Pap cannot control the narrative. And at the end of the day, Pap want 50 to get in the booth so that he could revive his non-existent rap career that was already there. Girl, Pap ain't had this much attention when it came to music in decades. You are his only fan, girl. What tour Pap been on? How many stadiums Pap sold out? I could tell you how many stadiums 50 Cent sell out every time he go on tour.
And try to paint out this narrative that I slept with this guy, and that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's why now my lawyers has been in contact with his lawyers, and we sent them a cease and desist. Stop lying on my cats. Call me ugly, call me handsome.
Wait, you're sending the cease and desist to the wrong one, because 50 haven't said nothing else about you, girl, since he dropped that first post like that. Maserati Bud, though, on the other hand, I'm telling you, she in her feelings because 50 rejected her ass. She thought she was going to get with 50. I'm telling you, she was in several rappers' DMs. 50 looked her out, flew her down to Shreveport because he was having an event, and she thought it was something more than it was because she think she the shit. And she really not.
Say I'm strong, whatever you want to say, but we're not going to do that. You're not
How
going
did
to
it
play my
get
character.
there? Because I think the first or second time I met you was at the car show in Shreveport with Fifth. So I was like, well, how did y'all go from being cool to totally that way?
That's 50. Why we like need a reason to mess with somebody?
Because usually there's a reason. There's something that happens.
He gonna troll you tomorrow.
Nah, I know him for a long time, but I was just like, how did y'all get there? Like, it just,
Best friends.
you know.
Good friends. Very tight.
Oh, that'd be fire, Claressa.
What?
Swing on Envy to make an example.
I'm about to swing on Envy. I want to send a message today.
You know? My lawyer gonna call your lawyer.
Naughty crew, enough of the lies. Let me remind y'all of what Geisha 305 said this morning. And this has been my sentiment all along. If you know, you know. Y'all been here at the channel. Yo, this bitch is a thirsty groupie on some real shit.
Reason why you coming for 50 Cent, because bitch, you want to come for the top dog. 50 Cent ain't got nothing to do with what you and Maserati Bud had going on. When you said 50 flew you out there to get on that stage at the end of the show, you thought that man was gonna holler at you. And that man didn't see you like that. Because you tried to get in the bag where the celebrities go when they get off the stage, how they go to that back room. And you was trying to get back there. And guess what? Them bouncers, when you try to get back there, they body slam hoes. They body slam hoes. And your ass, only reason why you got back there is because Maserati Bud grabbed your hand and pulled you back there. You ain't get back there because of 50. 50 could have he could have gave two fucks about you being to the show. You just so flabbergasted about you coming to the show and being on the stage. If you really meant something to that man, you would have made it to that back room. You didn't make it to that back room because of 50. You made it to that back room because of Maserati Bud. So if anybody you need to be trying to take the court is Maserati Bud, because he's the one that got the facts. 50 Cent wasn't a fly on the wall to know what was going on, girl. Girl, you is clout chasing right now.
Period. That's all she doing is clout chasing. She really need 50 name to stay relevant because anybody checking for her music, that wasn't it though. She spoke on Layla Ali as well. Child. And I think Layla Ali is blackballing her silently behind the scenes. Let's talk about it.
Who's a hater? I always knew that she's behind the scenes telling people, oh yeah, she's this, she's that. Been knew that. It just all came to fruition when it came out her mouth. And she want to say, oh, I didn't mean nothing by this or that. Yes, you did. And that's okay, but I don't take nothing back. She turned down 15 M's, so now I'm about to be fighting everybody else. And I'm about to make over 15 M's. We got Shadesha, we got Michaela Mayer, we got Lauren Price. You guys need to look her up.
Lauren Price.
Lauren Price.
Where's she from?
She's from the UK. Olympic gold medalist from 2020. Yeah, so I think 2-time Olympic gold medalist versus 1-time Olympic gold medalist would be a hell of a fight.
I think so.
Yeah,
I would love to fight against her. It'd be a good one.
The one thing Layla Ali said that I completely disagreed with is when she came at your character. When she said, you know what my father would say, she's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she became a disappointment. She has a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture. I thought that was just completely off about who you are.
Witch. That's all I can say about that. She's a witch. And the reason is because character. Come on now. Let's be real. A representation of boxing. I have the most accolades. I sell the most tickets.
And as you said, you don't get no trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Lies. She does not sell the most tickets. That's been debunked. She's a pathological liar. She lives in the land of Delulu, and she doesn't understand how many doors she's closing for herself by bashing Layla Ali. The Ali name is huge in the boxing community, and Layla Ali with one phone call could blackball this girl. And I don't think she is realizing what's going on around her. She needs to get in touch with reality, especially with all these girls signing with MVP. I don't even think she'll be able to make it to $15 million in earnings.
I'm the most loved.
Yeah.
No,
like when it comes to female boxing, I am the most loved and most respected. It's me and Katie. Everybody else come below that. But with that, I would never say that. I'm pointing to paper. I would never say that about an up and coming young lady who's in her prime. I would never do that. When it like come to being like a role model and being like a real woman, regardless, I challenge you to a fight. You can say, I got more knockouts than you, because she do. You can say so many things about your accolades. Muhammad Ali's my father. I got his blood in my DNA. You can say all that. But to go there, see, nobody want to recognize the play. She tried to paint me out to be so bad because she knew everybody would listen. It's already a hate train. And she wants to stop my progress because she see where I'm going. She know where I'm going. She wants to get in the way. She wants corporate partners and everybody to be like, let us think about that. That's what she called herself doing, right? Oh, there with the dress and it was just goofy. But like, that's not what a woman who's supposed to be a role model for the sport does. And it just mad witches linking up. That's it, because now she want to show support to these different girl fighters, but she never did that before. She's doing that because it's to spite me. But people see that. When she like, oh, this is how an athlete looks, and I came in 174 with a damn 6-pack. Don't ever play with me, old lady, please.
Wow, now we got age shaming going on. Claressa, you are digging your hole deeper and deeper. James says Claressa has pillow hands, no power. Again, see us in the entertainment tour show. Nobody really knows you for boxing. They know you for BS. Absolutely. Period. And that's the thing. She thinks she's bigger than what she is. Layla Ali is not thinking about her. She defaming her own self. I agree. That was the unequivocal truth. Layla spoke facts. I mean, she has videos going viral on YouTube. it's disgusting how she carries herself, and she's gonna regret her words.
and you got the 8 million, so I know it didn't mess up anything.
She did not get 8 million. Tired of people lying about that shit. She got an advance, and she got another advance when she finished this last fight. She does not. The total deal will add up to 8 million when she's completed her contract, but she don't have no $8 million, and she keep it up. She gonna have 0. She keep fucking with 50 the way she do. Yes, get these likes up. Layla and Paps the same age. Yes. Hey, Double A. Child.
Thing on the business side on the back end.
Come on now. 8 million been made already. what we talking about? We about to make, it was 8 million minimum. That's why I wear my win chain, because we're winning. We're winning.
Do you regret the whole Layla Ali exchange?
Never.
Okay.
Nope. She deserved everything that she got. Whatever I said.
And so do you. You deserve everything that's coming to you. Because this is the devil's work. For sure. This is the devil's work. For sure. So as you can see, the campaign of lies continue. Okay. They claim she's confirming the divorce. No, she not. That divorce is not active or whatever. Even Candy couldn't keep her divorce sealed. So like there will be some record of this divorce happening, and it's not. But she chooses to live the lie. She chooses to continue to lie. And last but not least, of course, she is promoting her corny ass music that nobody's gonna buy. I don't care what nobody say.
Who's that? I know you nervous, baby. When I'm you with a boss bitch, she's a working baby. Broken, and I deserve it, baby. Who's that? I know you nervous, baby. When I'm you with a boss bitch, she's a working baby. Broken.
That's a jab at his wife. And she ain't broke as long as you working, bitch. I'm just saying, I said what I said. Oh, child, she frustrates me so much. I just wish she would go away for a little while. But she fucking with 50, and she don't even understand that he is the 48 laws of power. Okay, 50 even wrote a book. And 50 quiet right now. He waiting, ho. He waiting.
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. That's it. It makes people feel like I want trouble because I don't have a problem with it when it comes. I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem.
You don't want no problems, show.
You know what? If
Did you really buy Ja Rule's tickets, like seats at his concert?
Man.
You did.
They were cheap tickets. The tickets were very affordable.
Right.
They was on like StubHub. Yeah, I bought the first 4
How
rows.
many did you buy? If you say you bought the first 4 rows, is that a couple hundred?
Yeah, it was cheap though. It was cheap tickets, so it's something to do. Like if you don't look at me like that, man.
All right, man.
We done it for years. It's just I looked at it. I said, "Yo, this is tough." I just want you to feel like you gotta reach the people. You know what? If did you?
Okay, she gonna mess around, and 50 gonna buy Win Records, just like he bought Jim Jones podcast building. Win Records ain't shit. Well, 50, if it's not lucrative for him, he ain't doing shit, because Win Records is a shell of a goddamn company as far as I'm concerned. She is the only thing Win Records has. She's the only thing Win Records has. And that music, I don't know how far it's going to get them. Yeah, but shout out to Franchon Cruz for rising above all the nonsense. Look what just came up on the timeline.
Champion, but her passions extend beyond the ring to things like fashion and art. And she joins me this morning to share how other women can pursue what drives them without sacrificing who they are. It's so good to have you. And of course, I was admiring your look head to toe. You said that it took you like 2 seconds to get ready.
Yes.
And I was like, what does it look like when it takes you 2 hours?
Well, I said I needed coffee, and that inspired me. I'm like, okay, I'm hot, black, and strong. So we're giving coffee today.
I love it. And I'm sweet and, a little fair. Okay,
yeah, we good.
Talk to me a little bit about being such a celebrated boxer.
You know what? I've pinched myself, and I think I never stop and smell the roses because it's so much more work to do. But I love the smiles. I love the positive energy when I meet different people, from children to adults to elderly people. And I'm like, okay, you're doing something positive with your life. Life give you lemons, you make lemonade.
Right.
For myself, I make lemon pie. We're gonna sip a lemon drop to get through the day. And it's like you may have one plan, but life will push you into another place. And adaptability is the most important thing that the greatest talent you can have.
How do you find balancing it all? I mean,
shout out to Franchon Cruz. She is moving like a true champion, if you ask me. And even though she lost, she is still winning. At the end of the day, we all know it was a bunch of buffoonery going on with that fight, and it was set up for Claressa to win. But let me tell you something. Claressa's whole image is smoke and mirrors. She's not selling out seats. She cannot sell out arenas. To me, like, we're just getting to know her, and it's because of her adulterous affair that she has been having and flaunting around in front of the world. Okay, but at the end of the day, I'm here for the crash and burn, because she will get humbled. God will humble her, because she's out here with disgusting behavior. It's just really, really sad. Like, it's just really, 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 really sad how delusional she is. I wonder if this is AI. I think it is. It has to be. That's got to be AI. That has got to be AI. Yeah, she gonna learn, and we're gonna be right here to talk about it. Yes, that video had me hissing too, child. That video had me it had me on the floor, okay? Candy and Todd's divorce settlement. Oh gosh. I don't even care no more. Can I say that? I don't even care. I don't even care. Todd made out with the bag. Candy gonna be able to move on. It is what it is. Like, but you have to say, like, how did Candy and Todd have way more assets than Remy Ma and Papoose? What is taking that divorce so long? That's the only question that they need to be asking her. And I'm telling you, Claressa will go to the highest effing bidder. If another rapper comes along with more money than Papoose, she going right over there to them. This girl is nothing but a glorified groupie. And she is butthurt because 50 Cent rejected her. Mark my words. Mark my words. So I don't care how many interviews she goes on. I don't care how many lies she spew. It's still not going to change the facts. It really isn't. Right. Ain't nobody filed for divorce. Pat filed for divorce just to appease social media. Anybody could go online and make those documents up and post it. It's not hard. Just like you could go to Amazon and buy a positive pregnancy test. Hello, people. If Pat really wanted to be divorced, he would have been divorced. But we also have to remember, Claressa is okay with being a side chick. She's okay being number two. We saw the text messages when she's texting Pat, upset because he won't say his every move. What did she say? You the one with the wife, which means you're okay being number two to his wife. So she's comfortable with this situation. At the end of the day, we're going to see how the cards lay. And usually for the mistress, it doesn't end up well. I remind you of the scene, The Family That Prays. When she was in this scene right here. This scene right here. This is going to be Claressa. Mark my words. Here we go. Y'all remember this?
Baby, you're running late. You won't believe the day I had. I went to my lawyers and... Mrs. Cartwright?
Yes, Mrs. Cartwright. My husband won't be seeing you again. You're pathetic. That's why you're limited to this little room. He won't be seen in public with you. You think his colleagues would deal with him if he showed up with you on his arm? You stay away from my family.
Oh yeah, talk. Maybe they make nice sense. But you don't come down now, be like far away rain beat.
Period, Claressa. You are only reduced to a side chick position. That's the scene I think of. Mrs. Mackey will always be Mrs. Mackey. Oh, hell no, James. She would not last. She wouldn't be able to handle it. We were raised tough. We had tough skin. You know what I'm saying? And my family, they raised us with values. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, she will be nothing but the side chick for the rest of her life. I don't care if Pap gets divorced. That's what she'll be known as, a home wrecking whore. And I'll leave you with that, Naughty Crew. I appreciate every last one of you joining me again. Please like the video. Shout out to the replay game. Let's leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think about Usher and Young Miami windmilling for Diddy still. Okay. Let me know what you think about Claressa Shields' Breakfast Club interview. I think it's further delusion being carried on. All right. I love you all. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.